What is up, everybody? It's Hobbs Horror. It is Slashback Saturday, and today we were asked by the Horror Man. He asked us to review a slasher that has a rating of 5.0 or below on IMDb. Just recently, I picked up Pumpkins. You reap what you sow. So, let's get right into this film. This film was made in the UK. Doesn't have a rating. I would assume probably because of the fact that there's gore in here, but there's not gore in here, you know? It is 89 minutes long. The director is Mary Lee Metheringham, if I am pronouncing that correctly and accurately. And this film came out in 2018. And let's get right into it. As today we review for Slashback Saturday, Pumpkins. How do I accurately describe this movie? Okay, so we follow an old man and his niece that live in this, how do I put this? They live in, it's out in the woods, but it's all to itself. It's like a little cabin almost, but it's a house cabin type situation. And they live deep into the woods, almost like 500 acres. That's a lot. It's probably a high estimation. And the guy's obsessed with his pumpkins. He's obsessed with his pumpkin patch. And he actually sleeps in his pumpkin patch sometimes because the pumpkins are what he considers to be his babies. That's how much he loves them. So one day he's out and he's, catering to his pumpkins. He's digging, he's making seeds, putting pumpkins back into pasture to be able to make more pumpkins. When these kids, they just seem to hate the guy. And he's an old man, he loves his pumpkin patch, but these asshole kids, they just can't stop messing with him. They start to throw apples at him and stuff. They start to throw eggs at him and things. And finally he brings out a shotgun and says, "You guys stop messing with my pumpkin patch." So in the process of this, the kids are like, you know what? He did not just pull a shotgun on me. We're pissed off now. So we're going to come back at night when he least expects it, and we're going to attack the guy. We're going to pounce him again with eggs. We're going to show up whenever he's not going to see us. Again, this guy's living in a cabin with his his niece. All they do is they want to hang out with their pumpkins in the cabin and just take care of their pumpkin patch. That's all they want to do. Apparently that's all their life goals are, is just to sit in a cabin, have coffee, and take care of their pumpkin patch. It's cool with me. It seems like a fun party to me. Maybe add a little Coke Zero and some vodka, that type of situation. Anyway, so these kids come back at night, and the guy's out there again catering to his pumpkins, even sleeping with the pumpkins, when they start throwing eggs at the guy. They start trying to attack the guy, and he falls to the ground. He ends up having a heart attack. Well, in the process of him having a heart attack, the pumpkins start to grow on him, and the greenery around the pumpkins start to grow on him and becomes like a deformity. He comes almost like he turns into a pumpkin. Where have we heard that from, right? But he's not just a pumpkin, he's the pumpkin killer, also known as the Pumpkin Man. So the boys are scared shitless as he decides to try to off them one by one. And many moons later, we're back at the farm, and there's this group of campers that come there now, almost like an adult group of Cub Scouts. And they start coming to the camp, even though they might not be allowed to or not. They're pretty much trespassing on the Pumpkin Man's territory. So of course he's going to get pissed, and he wants to hack them up one by one. Meanwhile, his niece, played by Mary Lee Metheringham, who's also the director of the film, believe it or not, she's also pissed off that they're trespassing on their land, and they're not even doing anything to the pumpkins at this point because they're just trying to learn how to be good Cub Scouts, adult Cub Scouts. So the Pumpkin Man and his niece are here to wreak havoc and slice and dice and hack up everybody that's on their land, whether they're trespassing or not, whether they have a permit or not. The Pumpkin Man goes after them one by one. This has a 2.9 rating on IMDb. Could be less. All I know, I had a lot of fun with this. There were a couple parts I was like, what the fuck? For example, during the first killing, he spits out like some type of juice out of the pumpkin mouth when that pumpkin's on his head. Like, see how that pumpkin's on his head? One of the killings was he spit juice out of the pumpkin onto somebody's face, almost like a snake that has a poisonous venom. That was the only part I thought was very lame. It's almost like he took a straw, put it inside of his mask, and spit out ecto-cooler onto the guy's face, and the guy died. That is one of my only gripes with the film, was that horrible killing. Other than that, this was a great slasher. I had a blast with it. You know, it takes place in the UK. It has an amazing soundtrack, and it definitely has that Halloween feel to it as well. It is definitely a slasher. You reap what you sow. Furthermore, don't go into this thinking you're going to have a high budget, but don't go into it thinking you're going to have a low budget either. There was some scenes in this that were really well done. Of course, it's not going to be perfect, but do me a favor. If you could find this, check it out. It's called Pumpkins. I got it at Family Video, and it has all the elements of a slasher, you know. Cutting up people that are innocent, hacking people that deserve it, and just seeking revenge on all that step on their land. The Pumpkin Man and his niece. So guys, go check out Pumpkins. Happy Slashback. This is Hobbs. Go check out Pumpkins one more time. It's a great film. I enjoyed it. Check out the music video, Let's Lose This Crowd. That's also fantastic. Alright guys, happy Slashback. Peace.
They did the mash.
They did the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
They did the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
They did the mash.
He did the monster mash.